Hey everyone, Ryan Young, Coma Jiu-Jitsu. I hope you're doing well. So here we are at the end of the year, 2018. Almost, actually, we're just past the middle of December to be exact. So I thought this would be a good time to talk about stuff that we plan for the next year, and stuff that you'll plan for the next year. So everybody waits till January 1st to do their resolution for the year. I've never been one to make any kind of resolutions. I'm one of those, when I want to do something, I just decide right now it's going to be done from here on out. It doesn't matter when it is, because I don't want to wait till the new year to do it. If I want to make a change in my life, I just say I'm going to do it, and once I say I do it, then that's what I'm working toward. We have many people on our channel who don't do jiu-jitsu, who maybe are looking to try it, or they just like to lurk and like to watch, because, you know, we've got all the cool stuff that we talk about here, right? Right, just really has to do with life. You know, the funny thing is, jiu-jitsu is really very much kind of like life. You know, success in jiu-jitsu is just like success in life. It's just a very small version of life, and it's a very intense version, but you know, it's still the same. But here we are, at the end of the year, looking to make some changes in our lives. One of the things may be to get started training. Go ahead and get started now. Don't wait till January 1st. Right? A lot of places, especially like us, what we do is we prorate the rest of the year anyway. So you only pay for a part of the month that you have, and then on the 1st, you get billed all over again for the regular month. So if something like this is what you want to do, go ahead and do it. Now, let's say it's something else that you want to do. Maybe it's not even jiu-jitsu. Maybe you want to get in shape. Find a way to get in shape. Join that gym now. You know, the busiest day at every gym is January 1st, because people making their resolutions. And also the busiest month is January, and then it starts to go down from there. One thing that I always encourage people to do is, if you want to make a change in life, you have to create a lot of leverage on yourself. Leverage meaning you have to make it hard for you to quit what you're trying to get yourself to do. So as an example, one way to get leverage on yourself is to tell people, guess what, guys? I'm going to do jiu-jitsu starting right now. Oh, you are? Yeah. If you don't tell anybody, there's zero leverage. Then you only have you to be accountable to. So if you told 20 people that you want to start jiu-jitsu, and you let it be known, I'm going to start jiu-jitsu starting right now, then you kind of have to do it, right? Because if you don't do it, then you appear to 20 people who go, did you ever do that jiu-jitsu? No. Then you're somebody basically who's full of crap. At least for that thing. Maybe not for other things, but at least for that thing. You know, who knows what people will think. You know, I don't really care what people think of me personally, but then again, I don't want anybody to think that I'm full of crap. So if I say I'm going to do something, I'd like to do it. So if it's something that I really feel I need to do, I create leverage on myself, right? If you're somebody that needs to lose weight, then make a decision to lose weight starting right now. Right? Go back to our fasting video. Watch that one. It's not the be all end all, but it is something that can at least get the conversation started in your head. Right? Get started going on that. If it comes to joining a gym, then go ahead and join that gym already. Right? And get yourself going to that gym. You know, use that membership. If it's jiu-jitsu, if it's judo, if it's Muay Thai, if it's MMA, whatever you want to do, go ahead and get yourself on it right now. And make it so it's hard to quit for yourself. So one of the things that we do here at Coma Jiu-Jitsu, and a lot of other schools do it as well. We're not original here. It's that we do offer month-to-month rates where, you know, there's no commitment. You don't have to sign any contract or anything. Just come in and join. But we also have a 12-month contract where if you want to make a commitment to yourself, go ahead and lock yourself into a contract and tell yourself there's really no way around it. I'm going to have to pay every single month for at least a year. So I'm going to give myself a year to do this. We have people go another step further, and what they'll do is they'll say, you know what, I'll do one better for myself. I'll pay 1 year in advance. So now they have to do it because they've now dropped thousands of dollars to do something, to come and join our school and to learn this and to get themselves in a better shape. That if they don't do it, they basically pissed away a lot of money. So that's one form of leverage that people might do for themselves, right? If you pay a lot of money to it, you'll do it. But then again, you have a lot of people that might go and say, I'm going to start mountain biking, and they go buy this really nice $5,000 mountain bike, and then they use it once, and it just goes and hangs up in the garage and never use it again. For them, I guess, spending a lot of money as leverage doesn't work. You know, for them, maybe it might be better just to go and tell people about it, and you know, let people know this is what your intention is, and that you're going to follow through on it. And if you don't If you don't see me doing it a month from now, I want you to call me on it, right? You know, I have students that will tell me, you know, the most common one is because they're already here, you know, they're members or whatever. The most common one is I want to get in shape. So I want to help them get in shape. And I try to hold them as accountable as I can. But if they're not really, if they haven't decided to be accountable, then it's not really going to work. But you know yourself better than I know you. Find whatever is the most leverage you can get on yourself and use that against yourself. Simple as that, right? If you're trying to get in shape, take a picture of yourself. Note the time and day, or even do a little 5-second video. Just say, this is me, January 1st, 2019. Boom, done. Do it again every week, right? And then go back and watch those videos, right? Make sure you're trying something, right? Make that decision. And that's the thing. The key to success in life has to do with making decisions and making them often. Now, let's say you're not a person who typically makes decisions and you need an excuse to make a decision. For instance, New Year's Day. New Year's resolutions are the most failed things that ever happen in life. Why? Because everybody makes them and almost everyone fails them. Realize that you have only a certain amount of days in your life, and every day that's spent not doing something that you want to do is a day that you've wasted. Get that leverage on yourself. Make your decision muscles work. Now, if you're one of those who has a hard time making decisions, which a lot of people do, start by making an easy decision. What's an easy decision? An easy decision will be, I will wake up at the first time my alarm goes off, right? So now let's say, well, I always snooze my alarm. Well, let's say you always set it for 6, but you don't get up until 6:30. Why is that? Because you know that at 6:30 you absolutely have to wake up. So guess what? Set your alarm for 6:30. Then when it rings once, you will get up. Because you know, if I let it go any further, then I'm going to be messed up. What you do is, that's a decision, right? If the decision is, I'm going to get up on my first alarm, set it for 6:30, you know in your mind that you have to get up at 6:30. It rings once, you're up. Good. That's a decision you've made. Then go on with your day. What's another decision you can make? Well, just think of what you normally do and do something different, right? If I normally go to Starbucks to grab coffee in the morning, then tell yourself, I'm not going to go to Starbucks today. Go to Dunkin' Donuts. Or go to another coffee shop. That's a decision, right? It's an active decision that you made. It's an easy decision to make. Get used to making decisions. Make small little decisions, but you make a lot of them, you get used to being decisive. And being decisive is the key to you being able to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish, right? A lot of people, like I say, I said in other videos, they come into Jiu-Jitsu thinking, I'd like to earn a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu. That's what they decide. The problem is, they've never made a decision that big. So what happens is, they realize quickly that Jiu-Jitsu is very difficult. And as a result, they let that decision go by the wayside. And they start making excuses, right? So excuses are the opposite to decisions, right? It's your way out of a decision. So like I said, if you know that you're apt to make an excuse, then create a reason that there's no other way around it. Simple as that. But that's a very hard decision to make, which would then justify an excuse. So you need to find a way to make a decision that's easy. You got to work yourself up. You can't go from white belt to black belt right away. And the same thing goes with decision making. You can't be a non-decision maker and all of a sudden make all the top decisions in your life. You cannot. It just does not work that way. You're not designed for it. You have to get yourself going into it. Use this time of year to make decisions for yourself so that you can get better at them as the years go on. So you will get in better shape, you will learn Jiu-Jitsu, you will continue Jiu-Jitsu, you will get better in Jiu-Jitsu, and 10 years from now, or whatever, you'll be wearing a black belt and you'll be guiding people, if that's what you want to do, guiding people like the way we're doing this right now. I'm not a special individual, I'm just an ordinary guy. But I've been able to do things that other people have not been able to do because I have pretty good decision-making muscles. If that's one thing that I can do to help you, do it. Now, speaking of decisions, if you always told yourself you wanted to go to a Jiu-Jitsu camp with someone who's very prominent in Jiu-Jitsu, a living legend in Jiu-Jitsu, right? Dave Coma, Dirty Dozen, and he's one of RICKSON's contributions to the Dirty Dozen. He's got his camp going on March 10 through March 15. This is something you want to do. We've got only a couple of slots left, right? It's going to be a very small event. There's going to be no more than, I think, 16 people on the mat at any given time. And it's going to be happening in Honolulu at our affiliate's location, which is called Tako Jiu-Jitsu, T-A-K-O. In case you're wondering what taco means octopus in Japanese. So it's Tako Jiu-Jitsu, and that's where we're going to be. Make that decision. Get in contact with me, kamajujitsu@gmail.com, and ask for the information and decide. Exercise those decision muscles. Let's do it. I don't know how many other opportunities you get to learn from Dave Coma, but this is a perfect time. I'll be there. Dave will be there. Fernando Costa, who is Dave's first black belt, third-degree black belt, he will be there as well. Get yourself going. Make those decisions, and we'll see you soon. I want to thank you for liking and subscribing, and also click that bell so that you get notifications every time we drop a video like this. And if you have any questions, as always, comment below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All right, take care, happy training, bye.